because we don't have that connection that is being told us that you must have a connection for you to get a job. Now the question is this the government that we elected, or is this the government that they plan their own things and then getting into the government? Because they are really telling us that we don't have jobs, but now telling us they don't have jobs. Now the question is, what is the main reason for us going to school? It's better that they close all the institutions and then we go back home knowing that we don't have jobs, so that we create jobs for our own back at home. Okay, before I start, my name's Kevin Emapas, the Academic Secretary, Kenya TVET Students Association. As I'm going to speak here, I'll be speaking on behalf of the Kenya TVET students and both across the country and even the universities across the country. And our main aim is that in everything that we are doing in this country, we always go to school, so that when we come out, we get into various activities that help us to at least to raise our funds that help us back at home. But now it is now turning into a different thing in this country, because most of us come out and then we get hanging out because we don't have that connection that is being told us that you must have a connection for you to get a job. Now the question is this the government that we elected, or is this the government that they plan their own things and then getting into the government? Because they are really telling us that we don't have jobs, but now telling us they don't have jobs. Now the question is, what is the main reason for us going to school? It's better that they close all the institutions and then we go back home knowing that we don't have jobs, so that we create jobs for our own back at home. But now concerning the issue of most of the TVETs converted into universities, the main thing there, I can only agree when they tell us that they are converting them to be technical universities, but not a university from a technical institution and then you take it to a normal university, because most of these universities have their own career line and the TVET institution have their own career line. But whatever I only request, we can agree with them when they agree that they are converting them into technical universities, and we agree with them 100%. They convert all the institutions that they are there into technical universities, because we also need to come from those technical universities, so that we leave the institute side to be under the colleges and other things. But the other thing that we need to say is that the government is telling us that we have so many that they are creating jobs outside. But while we are voting, they really convince us that we have man and quail. We are going to Israel. But right now they are taking us to Egypt, where Pharaoh is ruling the nation. We are now asking, is this what they were telling us, or what do they want us exactly to do? Because it is now a high time that even that lion which was sleeping down the shed, it was just covered and being fed by meat, so that it can't harm anyone. It's now a high time that we are getting out as the youths of this country, not only Nakuru, but we are ready to fight for our rights and fight for everything that we need. It's either we better die young rather than die old and suffering all those years. And this is now the time that I'm saying it's youths for youths.
Yes.
Comrades power. Comrades power. We are saying youth for you, youths. There is nothing like telling us that we have a lot of opportunities at the government, and then the opportunities that they are telling us, those who are covering up those opportunities are all the people who don't want to exit their offices. At the same time, when we need attachments, they tell us that we don't have a connection with them. Now my question is, if it's connection, let the government deal with its own things and then cancel everything in this country.
However, the president says that you're going to get opportunities from outside the country. Definitely, you've said that during his campaigns, he said there will be opportunities for the youth in this country. But now, while you go to other countries, what do you make of that?
You know, because before even we go further, telling us that we have opportunities outside the country, inside the country itself, we have so many opportunities, but they are sitting down with them, giving their own people. It is not something to hide, because they know what they are doing. They want to sell other people's children outside the country, so that they tax them higher and get that money that they need. The interest is not that taking us to work, but the interest is about the tax. And the issue of help, kindly, I can only say that if they don't want to help us, let them tell us that we don't have help, instead of cheating us, that apply for help, and then at the end of the day, we don't get that money. Up to date, we have most of the comrades that they have deferred, and some of them have been forced to go back home because they don't have money. And these people are coming from humble background. And then maybe ending with this, I will only request that let the government talk to the student leaders to help them, those needy students, for bursaries, not themselves to allocate their own people bursaries, because we are not for that, and we disagree with that statement totally. We are only for student leaders. Thank you.
All right. Briefly.